So, there comes a time in every film photographer YouTuber's life where we have the talk. No, not that talk, but it is a talk. A talk so important it dwarfs the Pokemon starter talk. We're talking about our first film camera. Picking your first film camera is very, very important. It's a defining factor on what lays the groundwork for your film photography life. What brands, what type of camera you're going to use. It's almost just as important as breathing. Okay, cut the crap. So I started film photography about a year ago, I believe. A year ago? I forgot. I forgot when. But I was shooting a lot of digital photography, and then I, for whatever reason, decided to shoot film. I think I started off my film photography life with I think it was this half broken Olympus zoom camera that I had that literally shot no photos. And I wasted an entire roll of Kodak Gold. So yeah, that same day I decided to go get a film camera. And then when I went to my local film store, it was like, yeah, these prices are kind of outrageous. So I did a lot of research. I looked around and I was looking for, my first 35mm SLR, and I found it. And it was this right here, this Yashica FX-D Quartz with this 1.9 50mm Yashica lens, which I believe I picked up the FX-D Quartz body for about, I want to say it was $19, basically like $20, but I do believe it was around $30 because shipping. I brought it off of eBay, so there was shipping. And yeah, this is my first film camera, my first film setup, and it's probably taken some of my best and most favorite photos. I've taken this camera basically anywhere, and I loved the camera so much that I ended up buying a second identical one but in silver. My whole idea behind this was I wanted one to shoot only black and white, and then one to shoot only color. And yeah, this silver one has done a lot of my black and white work, and the black Yashica has done the black FX3 has done most of my color work. And they're fantastic cameras. I love them a lot. Now you're probably wondering, why was the price so low? Did you get scammed? Was it not working? So let me tell you, I guess, a little insider secret. So for whatever reason, a lot of Yashica FX-Ds, FX3s, FR2s, FR1s, basically a lot of the Yashica line, they're always on eBay for untested as is or for parts and repair. And the thing about it is, if you read the description of a lot of these eBay postings, you can actually get a steal, basically a working film camera like I did, because the FX-Ds and the FX3s, they are completely reliant on the batteries to be working or fresh or brand new. Without fresh batteries or dead batteries, the film lever will get stuck and will not advance, and all of the mechanical controls will just completely not work. So I believe both of my listings for the silver and the black FX-D said shutter lever was stuck. So they were under the impression that the shutter lever was stuck, when in reality it was just the battery that was dead. So after getting fresh batteries in both of these cameras, they worked completely fine, and I have had zero, and I mean zero, mechanical faults, no faulty shutters, no cutter shorten stuck, anything like that. The camera has worked completely fine ever since I put new batteries in them. And I feel like people are just running past these FX-Ds and looking at them as oh, these are just broken cameras, when in reality all they really need are fresh batteries. So this black Yashica FX-D with the 1.9 50mm was my only film camera for quite a long time. And I gotta give props to this film lens. It's a base 50mm 1.9 run-of-the-mill, just like one of the most basic Yashica CY mount lenses that you can find. And right now you can find them on eBay for about $30, I believe. They used to be a lot cheaper, because I had 3 of them. One of them did have a aperture ring problem, so I ended up having to toss that one out. But both of my other 2 I got either with this FX-D 70 right here. One of the 50mm 1.9s came with this one, and then I had brought another one that was separate for $15 on eBay, I believe. So yeah, they're awesome lenses. Speaking of the Yashica CY mount lenses, I feel like I have to let y'all guys know, if you get into Yashica and CY, you unlock the amazing, and I mean amazing, Carl Zeiss lenses, because Carl Zeiss has a lot of CY mount Yashica lenses. You can put these on the FX-Ds, so any lens that'll fit on the Contax 139 Quartz or any of the higher end Contaxes, like the Carl Zeiss Planeteer 50mm 1.4, I believe, can fit on the FX-D. So you have unlocked like a really good lens system with a lot of great lens choices. I have the 18 to 75 or 70, I believe, 3.4 or 3.3, and I love that lens. That lens is awesome. I paid a pretty high quality price, and that is one thing, is that when you start getting higher into the Carl Zeiss lenses, they just get more and more expensive. They're not really in that budget range anymore, so be mindful of that. But another lens I do want to talk about, it's a direct comparison to this 1.9 50mm, is this 50mm 1.4. So Yashica has two types of lenses. They have a lower quality entry-level lenses, and then Yashica has a higher quality, more mid-range, mid-tier lenses, and then high range would be the Carl Zeiss lenses. So the way you can tell which kind of lens you have is it'll say ML or DSB. So DSB, being this 50mm 1.9, is the more entry-level film lenses, so they're lower quality. But I mean, like I've said, this was my main setup for the longest time, and it has never done me wrong. This lens has done me so much justice. So then we have this one, like this 1.4, which will say ML. So ML being a higher quality lens type. Just, it's supposed to take sharper lenses, have a better build quality. This is a full metal lens. Well, that one is a full metal lens. It's just, it feels more well put together and a lot more robust than the DBS 50mm. This 1.4 I have captured quite a lot of good images on as well. The 1.4 open aperture has such a shallow depth of field, but I mean, when you get focus, it looks so nice. I love the way it looks. I have never felt like I've had to go past 1,000 shutter speed on the FX-D. I feel like some people will look at the FX-D only shooting at 1,000 shutter speed, or the highest it can go is 1,000 shutter speed, and seem like that's pretty low. But for me, I have never had a problem with it. I feel like I've never had to, like I said, I've never had to go over 1,000 shutter speed. 1600 ISO, I feel like it's pretty normal for a lot of these film SLRs of the time. You can do half stops of light, up to 2 to 4 stops of light extra, auto program mode, and a bulb mode, and that's pretty much it. Oh, forgive me, self timer, which I think is pretty awesome for this camera this old and at this price point to also have a self timer mode. Another big thing about this camera is that it's super light. I feel like compared to like the Canon 81 and the Pentax K1000, this camera is super tiny, super compact. I can fit both of them in my pack without having too much space issues. They're they're a smaller SLR camera, which I really love. I feel like having a compact film camera like this for the price is awesome. Yeah, so I feel like not only just the FX-D Quartz, but Yashica itself is super underrated. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about it too much, for whether that be for the underground or people not wanting to know about it or just people not caring. So, well, it's most likely the latter. But I love Yashica. I'm glad I got into it. I'm glad I picked it over, you know, the Canon A1 and you know, like the Pentax K1000. No disrespect to any of those legendary film cameras. I just feel like it's so rewarding to shoot a camera that you got on a budget and at a pretty good price and getting comparable images to those higher end film SLRs. I feel like it's just very rewarding, and that's like one of the main points of shooting film is it feels very rewarding. Like you got a return on your investment, you know? I don't know if I'll ever switch up on Yashica. Besides my other point and shoots like my Pentax and my Ricos and stuff like that, as far as film SLR goes, I basically only shoot the Yashica FX-D Quartz besides my Nikon F3, but that's a story for another day why I have the F3. So yeah, as far as this goes, the Yashicas are dominating pretty much all of my film collection. I have basically, I'm trying to collect all of the Yashicas. I have the FR2, I have the FX-70, two FX-Ds, the Contax 139 Quartz, a Contax 139 Quartz Auto, which has a different name, but I completely forgot it. And I don't think I'm missing too many. I think I'm just missing the FX1 to the FX3 and the FR1, I believe, and the FR. They're awesome film cameras. I love Yashica a lot. There's a reason why my bio says Yashica Enjoyer for a reason. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative compared to, you know, the Canon A1 or the Pentax K1000 or any of the Minoltas, try looking for more hidden gems and more underrated cameras like these Yashicas, or even like Mamiya's. Mamiya's have 35mm SLRs, which I heard are very awesome cameras. Even Konicas, you know, digging a little bit will, I feel, yield better rewards than just buying, you know, what the base is, you know, what everybody's recommending. So try to find your own different lane, and I promise you'll be rewarded for it. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. If you want to see me shoot more my FX-Ds and my FRs and my other Yashicas, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all guys watching this video. So yeah, I'll be sure to shoot more of these cameras in the future. So thanks for watching.